Hello from Arlington, Texas. We're live inside Globe Life Field. We've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. And on the hill in this one, Mackenzie Gore. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
And there's one away. Luke Keeschel, the next Twin up to hit. He's going to finish with a new career high in stolen bases, Chris.
Hey!
And he can't come up with it. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Check swing, went around. Strike one. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill for the Twins, David Vesta. Chris, his strikeout rate this year among the best all time.
He's truly one of the elite strikeout pitchers. In the league. I mean, strikeouts per 9 off the chart. So the opposing team, they know they have their work cut out for them anytime they're facing this guy or a guy like this that's going to get the swings and misses. Pretty much in a class of his own when it comes to that category.
Left field, and it falls. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Here's Siegs to the plate now. Homered last night, added another hit as well. Runner on the go. Pitch outside. Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Man at second. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Whoa, that's down.
Off the mark there. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away. (3-2) and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, he took his chance at getting him to chase right there. With first base open, walk not a bad thing. He set up a double play opportunity if he can induce a ground ball.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Reaching for it, makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Take a look at the lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Kyle Higashioka. Kyle Higashioka in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Martin under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Save. And they take the lead.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again. I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs. Seager leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. New inning getting started. Now the cleanup hitter for Minnesota, Josh Bell. Chris, he leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Swings through that one for strike 2. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success. Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In the air on the infield. Takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. Cody Clemens getting ready to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning, Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball 1.
And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Hey.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
1 up, 1 down.
Batting 7, the first baseman, number 3, Josh Peterson.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 1-2.
Ball down.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
And there's a hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. it just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
And the 0-1. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Quick feed to second for 1. On to first, double play. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We played 2 full. It's the Rangers 1 and the Twins nothing. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. The 0-2.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
Got him looking for the strikeout. That K is his 3rd of the game. In the air, right field. McCutchen takes it in for the out. 2 down.
Batting 9, the 17th.
And next for Minnesota, James Outman. Strike on the inside corner.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser.
That's a ball.
Just off the edge of the plate.
Two down, nobody on.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. 9 straight retired here to start the game. You're watching back at Globe Life Field as we go to the last of the 3rd. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. That clips the corner, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. That one finds the corner. That's strike 2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 1 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Pretty close, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. Sliced hard but foul. And that is out of play. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
The batter, number 5.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Corey Seager.
Outside,
and Chris, his home run numbers this season are good enough to rank him in the top 10 in the league.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
And that one clips the corner. comes up empty. That's strike two. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Corey Seager goes deep. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
This one in the air right field, and it drops in. And that extends the inning. Looking to extend the play now. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. And that is that.
Batter tried to stretch that one into a double, but he wasn't about to let that happen. Nice job to get to the ball and fire that one into second.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
Martin.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. That one ripped left field. Back there. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
The batter, number 50.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that. Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Man at second. Breaking ball, and that got him.
First base.
Up next for Minnesota, the third baseman.
Now Royce Lewis gets a chance to hit. Struck out swinging his first time.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. If you're doing that, you can have a really good day out there on the mound.
Ball in.
First and second, no outs. Top half of inning number 4. Check swing, and he went. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that is a big first out. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Good miss with that changeup away. He needs a ball on the ground for a double play. Minimize the potential threat right here. On the hitter's side, nice job of laying off that pitch.
Runner edges away at second. Throw to third. Too late. Save. Double steal.
In this game, you got to take what the other team is giving you. And right there, they were giving him a steal at third base. Didn't check his lead. Catcher doesn't throw very well. So you got to take that back. Get your team that much closer to scoring a run.
Two on, 1 out. Inside. And the count's full.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And they're all loaded up.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Substitution being made at first. Here's the pinch runner for the Twins, Byron Buxton, getting some more speed on the bases.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, the hitter shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it, still try to get that ground ball double play.
Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. One runs in. The tag. Safe.
Well, we're starting over. 2 RBIs with that swing, and this one is tied. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Pickoff moved to second. Buxton back in there. And that one fouled off. In there at the knees.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
One out. Runners at first and second. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Carter settles under it. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Go ahead run on base. Vic Caratini at the plate. He's 0 for 1.
Nope. Outside.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Ball 2.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. 2 on, 2 outs. This one in the air center field. Carter should have this one, and that's the 3rd out. On now. Back in Arlington, bottom of the 4th.
On the mound, he's looking to keep momentum on their side with a quick inning. Keep those runs they just scored in the bank instead of handing them right back.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
Well, these Rangers doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Nope.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
The changeup missing. They're down 3-1. This one in the air, right field. Clemens on the move. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Ball.
In the air, center field. And there's one down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Josh Smith.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Sold it really well with the arm speed. Swung underneath it, so a changeup that stayed a little bit more on plane than what he was anticipating.
Tosses to first, 2 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now Jack Peterson.
Ball 1. Hey. Ball, that's outside.
That's
Ball
a little
three.
bit low. Higashioka on third with 2 out. On the ground to short, Culpepper. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. Through 4, we're deadlocked at 2 apiece. We go to the top of the 5th, and now for the Twins, Kalen Culpepper. First offering in the dirt.
Well, these Twins finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
And another ball.
3.
Out towards right center field. McCutchen pulls it in on the run.
Up next to the Twins.
And here's a look at how he's His pitches in this one.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. The 1-0. And another ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he went inside a couple of times and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
Swings through that one for strike two. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. Check swing didn't go. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at-bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so just makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Martin now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
The other way, has some trouble with it. The throw won't get there in time, and the speedy runner is on at first.
With 2 outs, you just want to find a way to keep the line moving for the next guy. So an infield single right there does the job. Nicely done just putting it in play and getting down to first to keep this inning alive. You never know what might come next as a result.
Yep, that ball went out.
Movement in the bullpen. Carter Baumler, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Spores also getting ready. Over to first, and he's safe. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And that's another stolen base for the league leader.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And he walked him.
Take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Royce Lewis, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Runner edges away at second. That one missed. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. He fouls it off. We'll do it again. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Time called. In the air to left center. Carter has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. So they strand a pair. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. And he grounds one to the right side. Keishel tosses to first. One pitch and one out. Bounce to Caratini. Takes it himself. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. Two quick outs. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Evan Carter, the next to hit. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. That one misses, and that's ball 1. Next one in the dirt. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Popped up to the left, into foul ground, and that'll do it. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
For the Rangers, number 68, Carter Bobler.
Foul ball there. That's to third, and it gets by him.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now they
throws it away. Now they've got him in a rundown, and they put the tag on him for the out. Now it's going to be Ryan Jeffers. Swing and a ball popped up. McCutchen moving under it. And there are 2 outs. Cody Clemens, the next twin up to hit. And that one fouled off. Bumler on the mound for the 40th time this season. And they went out and made a trade for him last season. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Jackknife's out of the way. Swing and a miss, struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the 6th. Corey Seager stepping in for the Rangers. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, these Rangers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Stays alive. This one in the air, center field. And there's one down.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, number 4, Andrew McCutchen.
Hey! All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. McCutchen wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges.
Ball, that's low.
Got him looking. And that's 4 strikeouts. So digging in, Kyle Higashioka. First offering way inside, almost got him. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
Ball, that's out.
That one almost got him. And there's a foul ball. Payoff pitch. On the ground. And that one handled to first. Out number 3. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Back in Arlington. And now for the Twins, Victor Caratini. Close, but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. So they still got both their challenges. And a swing and a miss. One gone here.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Out to center. Carter takes it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Carter Baumler will depart, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Robert Garcia gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Out and stands in now and watches strike 1. That
Ball
misses. 1. Ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball, that's off the plate. Ball.
Just misses. 3-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And a payoff pitch. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Rangers DH, Jake Burger.
Now pitching for the
New arm out of the bullpen, Taylor Rogers.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump. A mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
Nope.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike one. Ripped on a line to center. And a base hit. Go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high-leverage spot right there. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
And Jack Peterson stands in. 1 for 2. Popped in the air, left field, and there's one down.
Up next for the Rangers, the third baseman, Ezekiel.
Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
One out. The go-ahead run is at second. To the right side, Caratini. He steps on the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third. So up next, Sam Haggerty. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Taylor Rogers out of the game, and the line not closed on him. Now on the bump, Jake Cousins.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
And that one fouled off. The Twins trying to keep this a 2-2 game here at the bottom of the 7th. In for a strike, and now just one pitch away from surviving the inning. In there, sets him down on strikes. Huge strikeout there. Rangers leave a pair, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Back at Globe Life Field, and here's the Twins leadoff guy, Austin Martin. Swings through that one for strike one. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Jacob Junis, the closer, is getting loose. Alexander also throwing. Strike 2.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
What a stop. Fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. The speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Struck him out looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside.
They turn things over to the southpaw, Tyler Alexander.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
High fly ball down the left field line. And a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. The 0-2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
And now 2-2. That one missed. Byron Buxton, the kind of bat that can make a big impact if they can keep it going here. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Back in Arlington, on to the bottom of the 8th, Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Anthony Banda.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
That's a ball.
Outside. Ball 2. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. They keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out. The 1-1. Ripped to third and caught. You can't cool him off for long. Dialed in once again.
Number 4, Andrew.
Now here's Andrew McCutchen. 1 for 3. That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Strike 2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Wow, he got away with a mistake right there.
Ball one.
Ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a go-ahead run is on base. And time is called for a mound visit now. Big moment in this game, so they'll talk it over. Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Anthony Banda won't go any further tonight. We'll be back in a minute with Eric Orrs gets the ball now.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
McCutchen, the runner at first with 2 gone. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score him.
Lewis settles under this one, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Texas. We go to the 9th. Now it's the Twins DH, Byron Buxton. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. A little out front there as he swings through it. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here at a crucial spot. That's too low. Ball 1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That's inside.
Got him swinging for the K. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Ground ball to the right side. Nice grab. Nicely done for the out. Next to hit, Cody Clemens. 0 for 3 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Clemens wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. 2 down, nobody on. Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Alexander, 31 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2015. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Swing and a miss. And the count's even at 2. Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 5, 6, and 7. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, number 21.
Ball 1. Hey.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Caratini steps on the bag, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Line drive, base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with one down. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Now just one swing away from potentially walking this thing off. Couldn't have picked a better pitch to go on. It looked like he was going no matter what, but you steal bases so many times off the pitcher. You get that jump there, and if the catcher's great, he can make up the time, but if you've got good speed, he's not going to make it up. Oh my goodness, a couple of inches the other way, and this game is over. The crowd can't believe it. That was so close.
Winning run at second with one away here in the last half of inning number 9. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one 95 to finish him off.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout. Justin Topa comes on now.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Digging in, Ezekiel Duran. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Winning run stands at second. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. It's the Twins 2 and the Rangers 2. Back at Globe Life Field. On to extra. Victor Caratini digs in now. Tap foul at the plate. Man at second. Strike 2.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, dude. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit, spread out those feet, whatever it takes.
The 1-2.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's outside. Ball 3. Kalen Culpepper in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Throw to second, safe. Payoff pitch. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Takes it in for the out. swings and misses. That's strike one.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if you can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
The lefty ready, and a 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Not close with that one. And a count now even up. In the air, left field. Makes the grab. The relay to second. Throw behind the runner. They got him doubled off. Back in Arlington. On to the bottom of the 10th. Sam Haggerty stepping in for the Rangers. Close one. Doesn't get the call. And that is ball one. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. It's got a chance. Gone. Ball game. And your final 4-2. Live from Arlington, Texas. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Texas Rangers. And our pitcher in this game, Cody Bradford. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, he's been giving up a lot of hard contact this season. I mean, coming in, guys are hitting comfortably in the high 200s. So many times there's some bad luck, but then also there's just a little miss here or a little miss there that changes the outcome of the at-bat. We'll see if he can be consistent and make adjustments quickly in this one.
He's got it. One away.
Batting second, the center fielder.
And now we take a peek at the Twins lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Byron Buxton. Here's Byron Buxton. Aye.
Nope, that's a ball.
Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look.
What do you got?
Started after it. Tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Didn't go. The 2-2 on the way. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Two down, nobody on. Strike 2. His stolen base numbers this season are good enough to put him top 5 in baseball, Singy. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball, that's out.
Smith thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. On the ground, and it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. And he's going to get to second with nobody out.
He's been swinging it really well lately. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the second game of the series. He's trying for third. Swing and a miss.
Out on the tag.
And the throw out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you've got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
The 0-2. Struck him out looking. Fastball at the letters, froze him for strike 3. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Ezekiel Duran. Danny Jansen stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swing and a ground ball. This one looks like trouble. And he'll pull into second safely.
Batting fourth.
Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one missed.
Well, they're looking to get on the board first here after that clutch 2-out double made this inning interesting.
Hey.
Runner at second, 2 down. Up the middle, Lopez. And the inning is over. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Josh Bell.
Ball 1.
Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
That one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Line drive, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Oh, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game. But all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Ryan Jeffers at the plate. Drove in both of their runs last night. High chopper to third. Tags the runner. And two. What a play. Line drive, base hit. Lopez around third. The throw in, safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
So 2 down. Vic Caratini at the plate. A switch hitter batting right. Step off, throw to first.
He's safe.
And he's back in safely.
That's a ball.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses in.
Ball 2.
Tag. Save. Jansen too late with the throw.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
That one missed. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. That's out to center field. And that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. This is Twins baseball. Back at Globe Life Field, bottom of the second. Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers.
Ball. That's ball 2.
Ryan, an all-star a season ago, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. 1 down.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 3, Josh Peterson.
And that's through there for a strike.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And the 0-2. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Now the third baseman, Ezekiel Duran. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
Ball.
Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. We played 2 innings. Back in Arlington. And now for the Twins, Trevor Larnach.
Ball. That pitch is out. Nope. That's inside.
Next offering is fouled back. 2-2. And that's down and away. Got him swinging.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Buxton now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Oh, 2 count. You got the opportunity to expand the zone. Couldn't get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That misses, and it's 3-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and the batter will be the shortstop, Michael Hellman.
Off the plate, ball 1. Hey!
Ground ball to the right side, and that one handled over to first.
Got him.
A great play deep in the hole. That one ripped, but foul. Fastball for a strike at 95. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And after review, it was a ball. Good eye. They'll keep their remaining challenge. The 1-2. This one in the air, center field. Buxton under it. 2 down. So the Rangers batting order turns over. Josh Smith, the next to hit.
Ball 1.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Outside low. Full count now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And that's too high, ball 4.
No, very close with the location right there. It's just tough to get rewarded on the call with pitches near the top of the strike zone.
Time called during the pitch.
Time.
And it looks like a balk has been called here. Breaking ball, and that got him. First and second, 2 outs. Danny Jansen stepping in for the Rangers.
Hey.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Rangers leave a pair, still behind by a count of 1-0. As we go to the top of the fourth, and now for the Twins, Luke Keeschel. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Fastball for a strike.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
That's a ball.
That one outside. And now 3-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
That's a tough one to swallow right there. If you're on the mound, you're ahead in the count 0-2, and you just couldn't find a way to put him away. It's going to be frustrating if that one comes back to bite him.
Step off throw to first.
No, he's in.
And he dives back in safely. Oh, 1 down. Here goes the runner. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Looks like the base runner had a pretty good feel on the pitcher's move. After that pick over, seemed to settle in, and he took off right away. Nice job of stealing second right there.
That misses. Ball 1.
Ball.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Maybe a surprise here as the bullpen is already stirring. Chris Martin getting loose out there. Spores also throwing. Man at second. There's a strike.
Ball 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Runner at second here, 1 gone. Pickoff throw. Keeschel dives back in safely. Two on the way. Popped in the air. Left field. Langford settles under it. And there are 2 outs.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Jeffers in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Keeschel at second with 2 down. That's to third. Inning over. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
So now 1-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Got him swinging for the K. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Check swing called strike. Strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And he couldn't hold back. He's run strikes.
Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
Hey.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
That's ball 2.
And they'll do it again. In the dirt, full count now. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Well struck left field. That's got a chance. On the warning track, and hauls it in. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Chris Martin.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Gets him to chase after that one.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
The 1-1.
Ball.
Line drive. And that's a fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. Throws to second. And he's out, trying for 2.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
That one pushed foul. The 0-1. And that's a little high. Martin, in his 10th season, he throws a cutter, a 4-seamer, a splitter, a 2-seamer, and he works in a slider. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Up next for Minnesota.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Trevor Larnach.
Ball, that's out.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. The 1-1 is upstairs. 2-1. Just
that ball went out.
missed. That's in there, and the count is filled up. He goes down looking. Back at Globe Life Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. Fouled off down the right side.
Ball one.
Line drive, base hit. And the tying run is on base.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get one out first. It's going to be tough to get two with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
Comes up empty.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
Base hit, right field. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. So next to hit for Texas, Josh Smith. Fastball for a strike. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. That one kicks away from the catcher. And on the wild pitch, down to third goes the tying run. And they're all loaded up.
Now that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset.
Hit on the ground might be 2. He fires home for 1. And they get him easily at first. It's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
The catcher, number 9.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now it's Jansen to hit. That's in for a strike. Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
That one missed.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it.
Here in a close one. And a look now at some of the biggest plays from the game.
Now pitching for
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Jacob Latz.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with 3 passes this year. Well, these Twins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. That one hops against the fence. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Byron Buxton, the next Twin up. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. He's 0 for 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
One out and a runner at second, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Now a pop-up on the infield. Peterson takes it in for the out. That's out number 2. Two outs and one in scoring position. The 1-1 is fouled off. Man on second, 2 down. And he chases that one. That's out number 3. Back in Arlington, bottom of the 6th. Jake Berger stepping in for the Rangers. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle, didn't square it up his
manager out of the dugout now. So they turn to the veteran pitcher in this spot, Dan Altavilla.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Hey!
The Rangers with the go-ahead run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Just missed. And that one is lifted in the air. Martin gets under it. Brings it in.
Up next for the Rangers.
One out man at first. And now the first baseman, Jock Peterson.
Well, this is just par for the course these days. Huge fastballs coming out of the bullpen.
That's in there. That is strike 2. Goes down looking. And a foul ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. One left for Texas. They're down 1-0. Top of inning number 7, and now for the Twins, Otto Lopez. That's too low. Ball 1. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Robert Garcia, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Alexander getting cranked up as well. The 1-0. In the air to left center. Haggerty on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Ball 1.
Backdoored him with the breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And that's off the outside edge. 2-1. Next pitch is outside. And there's ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
One down. Royce Lewis getting ready to hit. So a change being made at first base. And pinch running for the Twins, James Outman. Getting some more speed on the bases. Step off, throw to first. Back in safe, really close. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw.
He's in there. He's safe.
Man at second. And there's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it, and this should score the run. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Man at first, one away. Check swing called strike. 0-2 now.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Got it. And there's 2 away.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's Trevor Larnach. Who's 0-2 with a pair of strikeouts. Yeah, that's fouled off. Step off throw to first. Lewis off of first with 2 away. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Safe at second with a stolen base. And now 1-2.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. He's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. So coming into the game now on defense, Cody Clemens. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Well, these Rangers looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
And there's one down. And
you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
That one fouled off. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Lewis takes it in for the out. And there's 2 down. So back to the top of the order. Now Josh Smith. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate.
Nope.
Always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
Ball, that's out.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lined, and that's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Just off the outside edge. Ball one. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it.
Tying run at the plate. On the outside corner, got him looking. So no runs here. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Josh Spores.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
This one in the air center field. And a quick out, number one.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And next for Minnesota, Byron Buxton. Slider right there. Spores in his 6th season. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally mixes in the slurve. Inside just missed. And fires in a fastball at 95. Got him swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. And it is out of here. A solo shot. And they add a run. It's 3-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Here's Josh Bell. 1 for 3.
Oh, that pitch is out.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
That's outside.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across, and we're in the top of the 8th. Late with the swing there. Fights it off. He'll see another. Payoff pitch. And that one misses outside. It's ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Making a move to first. Here's the pinch runner for the Twins, Kalen Culpepper.
Oh, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of break. So tough to get that barrel to.
Quick move to first. Culpepper back on a dive. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
Ball that's outside.
Culpepper, the runner at first with 2 gone. That one misses, and now it's 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. 1 run closer on this solo. Back at Globe Life Field. Bottom of the 8th. Danny Jansen stepping in for the Rangers. Now on the bump, Jake Cousins. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next offering is fouled back. Oh, 2 now. High fly ball, right field. Outman moving under it. And there's 1 down. Way out front for strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
In plenty of time to first. That's a very athletic play. 2 down, bases empty. Up next for the Rangers, Wyatt Langford. 0 for 3 in this one.
No, inside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, get a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And that's another ball. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, this could be the start of something. They haven't found a way to score yet, but now's their chance to change that.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Coming out of the bullpen for the Twins, Taylor Rogers.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
That misses off the outside edge. In the air, right field. And the inning is over. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Carter Baumler.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Fastball for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout. To Peterson, now 1 gone in the 9th.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Lewis, the next to hit, takes outside. Movement in the bullpen. Robert Garcia, the lefty with big swing and miss stuff, is getting ready. In the air out to center. Makes a nice running catch. And a couple of quick outs.
Inside, ball one.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Langford under it, and that is that. Twins are set.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Twins.
back, and here
Number
comes the
44,
closer, Cole Sands.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Now it's the shortstop, Michael Hellman. That to right. Outman ranging back. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Ball.
The Twins trying to close out a 3-run lead. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fastball almost got him there.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's a 2-2. That one is upstairs. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
They're not ready to go home quite yet.
Here in the bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Josh Smith stepping in for the Rangers. Haggerty, the base runner at first with 1 out. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. 0-2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Tried to check his swing there, appeal to third. He did not go around. Here's the 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's ball 4. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
The right fielder, number 4, Andrew.
This is again 5 in a row.
Well, he's already do damage against a guy like this.
He was late there. Strike 1. Next offering popped in the air, right field, brings it in, and there's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Danny Jansen to hit here, and that one fouled off.
Ball 1.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, out.
1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game.
But when you have a losing streak this long, not just your fans are aware of it, the entire city and everyone around the league as well. To snap this thing and get back in the win column, a huge relief for them to start in the winning ways that they had before and perhaps extend a double-digit winning streak.
A shutout in this one, 3-0 our final score.